Hey guys, whew, what a day. Probably wondering, Albert, I thought you had a tractor. Why the heck are you using a bag spreader? Well, I did about 7 acres today with the tractor, and the tractor decided, unfortunately, to get stuck in a creek crossing that I've crossed 10 times probably, and we could not winch that thing out. So I got a buddy coming with a mini. He'll be here tomorrow, and it's part of the game. Everybody want to be a farmer, nobody want to do the work, I guess. I'm joking, of course, but I will give you an update on some soil health stuff, guys. So you can see behind me, right over here on my shoulder, a lot of rye grain. I was gonna spread my mix. So in this mix I have oats, sunflower, medium red clover, and buckwheat. So legumes and grains and just a nice mixed grass elements, etc. My buddy Phil and I talk about this a lot. I'm not overly concerned with not being able to get in here and spray and or bush hog this off due to the tractor being stuck, and also time, right? And the reason is I'm just focusing on biomass. So you can see in here, I mean, it looks really good. You can see some, let me try to get down here with this bag spreader on. I'll try to grab a little bit, but you got some leftover thatch from last year. But I guess my whole take on this is, who cares? I don't expect myself to plant 10 acres of food plots and have a major nutritional impact in the summertime on a whitetail deer. I guess it's debatable, but I'm much more focused on the pasture type techniques in order to add an element here on this property and on this farm with a ton of different roots growing in this soil, and also a ton of different varieties of product. And the reason I want that is I want to take advantage of all that microbiology in here. So I'm seeding heavy. This is about a 3-acre area. There's some back on this side that's already seeded. It's going to take me some time because this actually needs a touch of lime. I'm only putting down maybe a quarter of what it recommends, because I've been very successful with putting down a very light amount of lime per the soil test recommendations, and still seeing ample increases in pH. So I think you end up leaching a lot more than you can even garner when you just put down a whole ton at a time, but it probably depends on your CEC and things like that. However, what I'm doing here is I'm seeding this in. We got rain coming in 2 days. It's going to rain for 3 days. I will have seed predation, 100%. I don't have a thatch. I'm not packing it in, but I do suspect that I will get growth growing, and most importantly, root growth. So if I have a sunflower that grows and shoots down a taproot and a deer comes over and nips it, I don't care. I'm just going for diversity. Now, come fall, I'll put in like a 14-way mix in here. I will burn it off with glyphosate, unless I have another way of terminating at that time, but I don't foresee that happening. So I will burn it off with glyphosate, and I will seed a 14-way mix right into this with radish and turnips and everything. So this is a big old field, and you can tell not a turnip left. So that also begs the question about monitoring deer browse, and how does that impact not only your natural habitat or native habitat, but also how does that impact your soils. So we know that if 50% of the growth is removed, the roots stop producing. So what that tells me is, if I continue to see this type of browse, well, I either need to shoot more deer or add more food, or maybe both. So just some quick metrics that you can use, or tips to make metrics, I guess I should say, to use on your property. But even when things get tough, like getting your tractor stuck in a creek that you've crossed 100 times, keep on going. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Be safe and build better soils.